Welcome back to Steve's Basement. So the saga of system maintenance is now continuing. About a year and a half ago, I decided to put together a water-cooled system for my computer. And I went to great extents, spent a lot of money, and got a one of these Zalman water cooling systems, which included an external radiator pump cooling system and all sorts of water blocks to cool my CPU and my video card, with a final goal of having the quietest PC I could get, because I got tired of all the fan noise inside my computer. Well, as it turns out, it's been more of a pain than anything else to try to maintain this water cooled system. And it has culminated with this morning, my fancy, expensive pump system, my Zalman pump system, I'll show it to you in a minute, has stopped working. And I believe it's due to the fact that there's some moss growing inside the pumps, or something like that. There's a little indicator on this little device which actually shows the flow of water. There's a little fan inside this little thing of water. And what happens is, you can see, if you look closely, you can see there's some kind of moss growing on this little thing that turns, this little fan. And my guess is that that is now causing friction, and the friction is then keeping the fan from turning, and thus the unit from working. So I have two options here. I can throw it all out, or I could go back to a fan-based system for the cooling. So I'm in an indecision right now as to which way I should go, and so this YouTube Steve's Basement vlog is dedicated to this little episode of my life of trying to figure out what I'm going to do, whether to do the fan-based system or do the water-cooled system, and you guys get to watch this whole thing. Exciting stuff, I know. So, but anyway, so this, so I'm going to stop here. I'll give you a little view of the Zalman cooling system in a second, and then I'll film little clips here and there as I go through and either fix the Zalman thing. I have to take the whole thing apart, drain the water out of it, and try to get rid of all the moss, or reinstall the fans into the CPUs and so on. So we'll see how we go. Okay, this is it for this clip. Okay, here's the unit. This is the radiator fan system. So basically, it looks kind of neat. It's all made. It's nice aluminum exterior and so on. And the water pipes come in through here, and there's the heat exchange in here, and you can actually see the radiators are right along here. And this is the flow meter, and it's off right now, but if you could look inside, there's a little bit of moss growing inside that flow meter, and that's causing this little fan to stop turning, which I believe is the cause of why this thing doesn't actually cool anymore. So what basically happens is the whole motor, which drives the water through the system, stops working, and an internal alarm starts going off, and the temperature of my CPU and my video card start going up, and I have to turn it all off, and now I'm here in the basement having to deal with this. And here's the my Zalman works, my desktop, and these are the water hoses that then go through my system inside there, and we cool off. You can see, let's see if I can zoom in. That's the CPU water block. You can see the hoses going into it. And you can't see the video card very well, but that's the video card right there with the hoses and so on. So I got all this plumbing inside my freaking PC. And it's not that much quieter either. This damn thing makes a lot of noise. This radiator system makes a lot of noise. So we'll see what I do next. I may try to open up this radiator pump system and see how hard it is to try to clean it out. it's too hard, I might just jettison and go back to the fan-based system. Put little fans on the CPU block and so on. Okay, so that's the state of my desktop at the moment. In the basement, powered off, unplugged, useless. Okay, I've got the this pump flow radiator device taken apart, and I'll give you guys a view. But it's a rather complicated interior, as you guys will see in a minute. It's and I think this might be too much work, but take a look. Okay, so this is the unit. I've now taken it apart. I took the top off. There's a tank. That's the tank where the water goes, right there. And we've got all sorts of pumps and cables. You see all the tubing inside. I removed the front cover. And now one thing that's really bizarre is that this top, this top area up here is actually part of the radiator system. I don't know if you can see, there's tubes that hook up to it. So I can't physically remove this thing. And there's the same on this side. I don't know how well you can see. But anyway, so, and what I was thinking of doing is replacing that unit right there. You can't see it very well. But that's a little flow meter unit that has the crud that I see inside. But of course the problem may lay elsewhere within the deep confines of this. All this tubing and pumps and stuff. So I don't know what exactly I'm going to do. To extract that thing is going to be complicated. But I might give it a shot. I can see these various clips that you have to remove. I should be able to pull it out within the next 5 minutes or so, but this might be, I'm going to pull it out, I won't be able to put it back in again, and then we're going to go fanless after this. So anyway, so this is a midpoint part into this project.